Sebastian Beaumont. Grown up here in this valley in Beaumont or Bot River if you're English speaking. And we have our family business, Beaumont Family Wines, since 1974. And I've grown up on the farm, grown up in this valley with the same PO Box 3 for my whole life. So it's a bit strange, a bit unusual for most winemakers, I think, to have the privilege, I think, of growing up and living on one place for your whole life, and growing up with the vineyards that I make wine with. So that's I think a unique part of our business, and we are a proper family farming wine business with a bit of fruit and some almonds and things on the side. But yeah, we try to make wines that we thoroughly enjoy, firstly, and hopefully the other people that like them as well. So hopefully some of the people tasting my wines enjoy them at some stage. Yeah, there's always a thing when I guess you're part of a family farming business, is who's going to take over the farm, who's going to take the business forwards to the next generation. And there's always assumption that the oldest child, which I am, luckily, to kick my siblings out of the nest, to take over the farm. But no, for me it was always a thing of, I love farming. I used to spend my school holidays on the farm and help where I could. So in a way it was a natural thing, but initially when I finished school I wanted to be a marine biologist, so that was my first love and dream, to be on the sea, to surf and to make, to understand the ocean in a different way. But my mother had always said, she doesn't really care what we do. None of us were forced to come back to the farming business, and she always said, even if you wanted to go sit on top of the mountain up here and meditate for your whole life, she would be absolutely happy with it, as long as you believed in it and did it with passion, and that was your kind of, that was your dream, then that's cool. But so I got involved with the wine business after studying. After finishing school, actually, I kind of first went and made some wine with an old guy up the valley, Arthur Pullman, who has a wine estate called Goedvertrouw, tiny little place, and he said, "Oh, come and make some pinotage with me." And I just finished school, and I thought, wow, this would be interesting to understand what winemaking was about. And my mother had just started making some wines as well, so it was my first introduction to it. I kind of knew that it kind of combined the things that I really love, which is hands-on working with, and as well as farming, obviously working with grapes and vineyards, but it also included the kind of chemistry, microbiological side of things, which I was always interested in. So wine kind of came quite quickly to me, and it was that first year, that first harvest, making a little bit of pinotage, that was really fascinating and captured my imagination. I then escaped from Beaumont and headed away and over the oceans to go and find myself. And in that time I traveled around France and Germany, tasted lots of wine, drank lots of wine, and realized this was something really interesting. So I came back and decided to study at Elsenburg. At that time we knew it as Adi Badenhorst and I called it Jurassic Park, because we were the only English-speaking oaks there at the time, and we had to fit in with all the other guys that were from the other parts of the country, let's put it that way. And it was quite it was a great time to learn about wine and to be involved with it and to be in the Stellenbosch area. And yeah, that was the kind of studying part. I think any winemaker, studying is one part of it, but the real experience comes when you start making it, growing it, and actually, having to make a business work out of it, which is the real challenge.